So either the story didn't happen, which is possible, or the story did happen, in which case I'm really questioning both the teaching tactics of this school and the parenting tactics of the kids.
I got cornered by 3 of my 6th grade students at lunch today, and they came up to me all excited. They were like, Miss Collins, what's your sexuality? And I said, why do you need to know that right now? And they were like, oh, I don't know. I just think you'd be like a super fun, like, bi or pan person. And I said, well, I don't really know how much I'm allowed to talk about this to students, but does looking at my shoelaces help?
What?
And these kids just flipped out. They were so excited.
So either the story didn't happen, which is possible, or the story did happen, in which case I'm really questioning both the teaching tactics of this school and the parenting tactics of the kids. You run up to people and you ask them about their sexuality and sexual orientation, and then as a teacher, you're subtly signaling to your students your gender and sexual identity via shoelaces. This is all so important. It's so huge. Our society, what a mature, well-developed society we are. What an enriching society. Like, lives are becoming so much better because of this stuff, clearly.
Part 3 of the ways that the world is just physically built to favor cis men. Starting off strong, N95 masks often don't properly fit the faces of women or Asian
Okay, can we stop it right there? Sometimes they don't fit people well because there are different sizes of N95 masks. Okay. End of story. Okay, next.
CPR dummies are almost always male-bodied.
Okay, stop it right there. CPR dummies are almost always male-bodied. Who's more likely to suffer a heart attack, a male or a female?
Women often cannot reach the safety bars on the metro.
Okay, I love this one. I like. Okay, this one is pretty great. Women can't reach the safety bars. Let's think about this one for a second. The reason that women can't reach the bar is because if you move it significantly lower, people are going to be banging their head into it all the time. Like, what do you expect to like? It has to be a certain height so people aren't ramming their face into it.
We also often can't properly grip household tools that are made for male hands.
Okay, stop it right there. Yes, you know who mostly buys household tools like that drill? Men. People buy products at different rates based on sex. Oh boy. Okay, continue.
It's considered totally normal for women to take birth control and deal with all of these side effects, but barely anybody ever talks about making birth control for men.
Wait. Virtually nobody ever talks about making birth control for men. Presumably she is unaware that condoms have been a thing for a very, very super duper long time. So yes, that's like there is birth control for men. Trojan is very grateful for that possibility. I'm sorry that reality doesn't cut in favor of this silliness.
If you espouse to the idea that Jesus was born of a virgin birth, then Jesus could not have had male chromosomes. Therefore, Jesus had only female chromosomes and presented as masculine, so Jesus was non-binary. And in terms of male and female, and the Hebrew, the word that was used for "and" describes a spectrum. Male and female and everything in between.
I am not an expert on Christian theology, but my understanding is that the idea is that Jesus was both fully human and also fully God. Is this correct? Christians, anywhere around here?
Yup.
Yes, this is correct. Okay. If that is indeed the case, then Jesus would have had to have the full chromosomal slate in order to be fully human. This means that if Jesus was male, he was male.
That's a man.
Now, let's talk about the bizarre invocation of Hebrew here. There is no word for "and" in Hebrew. There's a prefix in Hebrew for "and." It's the letter Vav. "And" in Hebrew means the same thing that "and" in English does. It means this thing and that thing. It does not mean a full spectrum. That is incredibly silly. That is bad Hebrew grammar.
I'm out of here. I've got Hebrew school.
So the people who watch TikTok are very young people. This is sort of bleeding edge crazy. But here's what we've learned over the past couple of decades. Bleeding edge crazy eventually becomes mainstream crazy. So if you want to see what's coming down the pike in terms of our society, all you have to do is watch a little bit of TikTok, and it makes you want to immediately take the first spacecraft out of this place.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Thanks for suffering through this with me. If you enjoyed the video, please like.